Hey, Sass Squad, welcome to the video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering some of my first impressions of the Little Cup that started during the beginning of Season 5. Before we jump into it, let me just say I am actually running not necessarily a budget team, because Wynaut is expensive, but I am running a Hundo Bronzor, and I realize that it doesn't really matter much unless we're leading it. So, again, I feel like this season is definitely trying to emphasize casual slash enjoyment over anything else. So this is a nice break. If you guys want to comment your teams that you've been running, I'm definitely curious because I've been seeing a lot of very interesting combos aside Bronzor. But anyways, let's just jump into the matches, and I do appreciate you guys coming to the video today. Alright, so in today's video I'm actually going to be sharing 10 matches instead of just 5 because some of these are pretty quick. So we lead our Wynaut, and we do get Bronzor lead, and I've decided this is probably a good situation, so I'm just going to stay in here and I'm going to throw my energy. Wynaut only has access to one move. Same with Wobbuffet, pretty much, except if you have a purified one. But they end up bringing in Snover here, and I decide I'm going to switch in my Bronzor, and this is a pretty good situation. I mean, I can eat these icy winds. Yes, it's lowering my attack, but arguably not doing much here. So one thing I really thought, this cup was a little more interesting than I initially thought, because if you look at PvP Poke, Bronzor is it's pretty much, this is the Bronzor cup. But I've been seeing a lot of people run just anti-meta for Bronzor and seem to do okay. And if you're wondering why I have a best buddy badge on this Bronzor, this is actually a Hundo, like I said at the beginning, and this Bronzor was actually my Bronzong for Ultra League Premier that I was working on best buddy for. So instead of powering up a Bronzor just for this cup, I decided, hey, let me just be cheap and hit two birds with one stone, because once I'm done with this cup, I can just evolve this and run it in Ultra League in the future. But anyways, as you can tell, we have a pretty good matchup here. I'm sorry, these Bronzor matchups tend to go a little long, but they bring in Dino, and as you can tell, it's just game. Yeah, it's very interesting how the Bronzor mirror ends up getting timeouts. It's interesting. Okay, so we get a Dino lead, and honestly, this is good. Dino can't really do much here. I think I just end up not shielding, and fortunately it is just a body slam, because I guess they were trying to get some bait, and we can just farm down from there. And they bring in a lone Vulpix, which honestly isn't very threatening, so I don't even switch out. I stay in, I'm throwing energy. They end up bringing Cottonee here. So I was already throwing my mirror, my move, but anyways, I'm gonna throw in Bronzor. This is a pretty good wall. I mean, there's nothing Cottonee can actually throw at Bronzor to threaten me. Sorry, I keep checking on this stray cat that I've been showing her on my stream, but she's been lurking around my house for a while, and we're gonna be me and my girlfriend are gonna be taking her to the vet next week. It's been hard to get an appointment, but I've been trying to like get her a little comfortable, because I definitely want to adopt her. But anyways, sorry, that's why I keep looking back, because this is one of the first nights I'm like looking back. But okay, so we're against a Drifloon, and I decided to stay in and throw my Mirror Coat. The thing about this cup is I feel very skeptical about switching out the safe switches. I mean, on some teams might be better suited for something like that, but in my mind, I can't really switch, because I don't really have a great way to deal with Drifloon with this team. So I kind of think this is the better play, is to just sack Wynaut. We get both shields. I actually bring in Bronzor here, but I think later I realized I was okay bringing Cottonee in here. It might have actually been a better play, but we take one of these icy winds and they switch into Snubble. I didn't know what the moveset was initially, but I realized it was, I think it was a quick attack or something, or tackle. I don't even know. I don't know what half of these Pokemon's movesets are, I'm not gonna lie. But I figured Figured we were fine regardless of what's going on here. And they have a Murkrow in the back, and bam. Cottonee pulls off the win. Yeah, this cup is definitely a mixture of extremely long and fast battles, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've actually had some fun playing this cup today. I mean, granted I have no Stardust, but there's really not a difference than... I mean, I'm not gonna get into it right now. Anyway, so they switch in Cottonee, and we're gonna switch out to our Bronzor, and they just quit the game, dude. Because they know why not. They know that we have a pretty good matchup. So, again, we get another Dino here, and yo, we love these leads. Wynaut's definitely pretty decent. It's very one-dimensional here in this cup, but surprisingly, just because of having counter and being bulky, it can definitely be a nice addition to your team if that's something you're looking for. Just checking on the kitty. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw a mirror coat here. I guess I figured fuck it. Oops, sorry. I mean, yeah. Sorry, a lot of these matches are kind of straightforward, aren't they? I mean, Vulpix comes in. Vulpix is actually probably one of the bigger issues against this team, but again, Vulpix is... Bronzor is just so freaking good in this cup. It's a little unbalanced, you know. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Bronzor is not only interesting typing, being Steel and Psychic, but it's so bulky. I mean, the one I'm running is only level 29, but it can get up to level 40 if you're really focusing on IVs. To be fair, I feel like outside of the mirror, it doesn't actually matter that much, but that's just my personal preference. I didn't feel like it was worth investing. So this was the very first set of the day. I went a 5-0, and now this set I think is the final set of the day. I just figured I'd show 2 different sets running this team. So in this battle, we actually got a Cottonee lead, and yeah, again, I don't really like the idea of switching out. I just don't really know what people are running either, and I find that Bronzor tends to be pretty damn good. So yeah, we're just gonna stay in. And as you can tell, this is actually not the worst situation we could have been in. I mean, I'm gonna bring in Bronzor, and they have Diglett. And the thing is, all they have is Dino and Diglett in the back, so that's game. Crazy. Now it just ends that fast after all of that. So it was kind of interesting because we were talking, someone in my chat was mentioning how they were playing Mencino and doing really well, and literally we saw our first Mencino the next match. I was like, what are the chances? I almost thought it was them. I'm like, are you stream sniping me? No, but it's a whatever. So they switch in Bronzor, and I decide, you know, I don't know what I was doing. Like today I feel like I lost all sense of how to play the game. Like how to like swipe these moves. Like what was I doing there? But anyways, yeah, so bringing the mirror, knowing that having that little bit of chunk of HP, it puts us in, like, this is what I'm trying to say, is like, I'm running a hundo. I don't know what everyone else decided to do. I mean, this doesn't even look like it's maxed out. This looks like it says 468 CP, if I'm seeing this correctly. But, point being is, if you just get some damage off, like the mirror is so underwhelming. It takes about 2 minutes in a pure mirror for it to, like over 2 minutes for it to play out. And it's like, you know, I could have invested in a higher rank Bronzor for this cup, but I mainly wanted to be cheap and also see if it mattered. And based on my own experience, it doesn't matter at all. It's really just a matter of your team and how you play the switches and such. Like if you have to come in on the exact mirror, yeah, you'll probably lose to a higher rank one, but like, that's just such an idealistic scenario, I feel. And like, realistically, you don't want to really be in on a mirror, but you'll do what you gotta do. So this is looking pretty good for us. They bring in Nakata. Yeah, I'm not too worried. They switch into Mencino, and we can actually bring in Wynaut, and my opponent actually just ends up quitting. I don't blame him. I mean, there's just some scenarios in this cup where you don't really have a reason to keep playing. I think it's a lot smarter to save your time, especially when it comes to like, okay, I mean, this person is saving their time by not even battling, but I mean, I guess they've had some poor experiences with the Wynaut lead, so. Damn it, I'm really surprised how good Wynaut lead was today, but I'm sure it's not going to last this week. I think a lot of people will be exploring. I know a lot of people on my stream were talking about Nakata. I even saw an Alolan Meowth, sorry. There's definitely more room for spice, I feel. But what it comes down to is like, do you want to make the investment or not? This is an interesting season. I know it's for a lot of people to break and such, but personally, I think there's always a chance that they'll bring back a format like this again in the future. So I would arguably say maybe it's not a complete waste if you're trying to get resources, grind for rank 10 this season. And I mean, this is a conversation I have a lot on my stream, but I don't know if I want to get into it right now. I mean, these seem like the perfect battles just to rant, because like I said earlier, these are all pretty straightforward. I mean, as you can tell, like, this situation, this is actually probably the closest I got to like an idealistic mirror match. So like, we have a little bit of health lead, which already means we win the match in my mind. Like here, I'm throwing a Psyshock just to see if I get bait, I suppose. I don't know. I don't even think it's not like the best situation, but it's also like not that much different. Like, look at my health difference compared to my opponent. I was really surprised they went for the Psyshock there, being that far behind. I was sure it was a heavy slam. To make the predictions, this is like not really a coin flip at this point. This is like, I didn't understand what happened here in a way. Like, it felt like they were, oh, I think they stopped playing. I was gonna say, because it feels like they're not attacking or something, because at this point, yeah, they stopped attacking. I mean, why not just quit the match at this point? It's like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's pretty much like the Bronzor mirror. I don't even know what to say. Okay, anyways, we're gonna stay in here. Yeah, there's a little bit of, obviously there's like a little bit of lag in the game still, but it's the first day. I don't really care how much. I mean, they've made it pretty straightforward this season. I think enjoyment, I personally don't know if I'm going to be that interested in the Catch Cup. Maybe we'll do it just for the memes, like we'll see what we can pull off. Kanto Cup, I think, is still pretty interesting. The Little Cup is a little more fun than I thought it'd be, but I definitely understand. I'm also in a different position than most people as well in regards to Stardust. I am not now. But yeah, for real, I actually like have no Stardust after this, but I don't really find it to, like, I'm never gonna use a shiny Wynaut. Like, what the hell am I gonna use it for? Like, in my mind, the fact that I'm even using it in this is a godsend. But yeah, I feel like the Bronzor is not a waste, because eventually it could be a Bronzong in Ultra League, because it is a hundo. Cottonee, I don't care at all. I did power up a couple other Pokemon. I think I'm gonna try some variety this week. Maybe I'm down, you know what I mean? At this point, like, for the past 2 seasons, I've been trying to strive having fun. And here we are in a season that's literally all about having fun. And they've made it pretty accessible for people to enjoy themselves and still, you know, get rewards or whatever. So I'm in the camp that this is all probably good. Okay, so this is insane, by the way. This match came all the way down to me not double heavy slamming. I had double heavy slam there, chat. Or YouTube. And I, for some reason, thought that they would definitely shield. I don't know what I was thinking there. That is silly. But anyways, yeah, I should have double. If you rewatch that little part, you'll see I had double heavy slam and I baited instead, which was dumb because it would have knocked out. But anyways, we could have, there could have been 10 perfect battles. I wanted to show more today. It's a little bit of a longer video just because some of these matches were so quick versus, you know, the juxtaposition of the Bronzor mirror. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. Consider following me on Twitch. I stream Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I am doing VGC 2021 stuff after my sets this week. So consider swinging by, and until next time, Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every. Consider liking, disliking, subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.